All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to break down a supplement called NeuroGenica. It's all about nerve health, and we're going to dig into how it claims to work, what's actually in it, and what it could mean for anyone dealing with nerve pain. You know that awful tingling, that numbness, that burning feeling? If you've dealt with that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, this explainer is for you. NeuroGenica claims to have a unique way of tackling these issues, so let's really get into how it's all supposed to work.
Okay, so before we can even talk about a solution, we've got to understand the real problem, right? And according to what's behind this product, the root cause goes way deeper than you might think, right into your nervous system. Think about your nerves for a second. The best way to picture them is like a bundle of electrical wires. For those wires to send signals properly, they need that rubber coating, right? Well, your nerves have something similar called the myelin sheath. It's the insulation. But what happens when that insulation gets damaged? The wires get frayed, signals start misfiring, and that's when you feel that pain, that tingling, that numbness.
So, who's in charge of maintaining that insulation? Well, your body has these incredible little electricians called Schwann cells. Their whole job is to keep that myelin sheath, that protective coating, in perfect working order. The problem, according to NeuroGenica's research, starts when these little electricians get overwhelmed or damaged by toxins. When that happens, they can't do their job, and those nerve wires are left exposed and vulnerable.
So that brings us to the big question. How does NeuroGenica claim to fix this whole frayed wire situation? Well, the idea isn't to just put a Band-Aid on the symptoms. Instead, the goal is to go straight to the source and help out those Schwann cells.
Right, the whole strategy here is to give those natural electricians, the Schwann cells, the support they need. The thinking is, if you can strengthen them, they can get back to work repairing those frayed wires. This not only helps with the current issue, but also helps protect against future damage.
And this is designed to happen in 3 key steps. First, it's about soothing that immediate pain and discomfort. Step 2 is all about boosting your mobility, helping you move more freely again. And the third, and most important step, is the long game, actually helping your body repair and regenerate those nerves for what they call lasting relief.
Okay, so let's pop the hood and see what's actually inside every capsule. What are the ingredients that are supposed to make all this happen?
This is pretty cool. Each ingredient has a specific job. You've got Benfotiamine, which is a special form of vitamin B1 that's been studied for reducing nerve pain. Then there's Riboflavin, which they call the garbage man because it cleans up oxidative stress. And get this, they include vitamin C because they say it can boost a critical gene in those Schwann cells by 70%, really kicking that repair process into high gear. And finally, Methylcobalamin, which is basically a bodyguard for your neurons.
So the science sounds promising, but what are real people actually saying? Let's check out a few of the stories from people who've used NeuroGenica. First up, we have John from Orlando. He says nerve pain turned his nights into a battleground, but after trying this, he started sleeping right through the night, totally pain-free. He says it gave him his life back.
Then there's Maria from New York. She used to love her morning walks, but the pain made it impossible. She says the change was like night and day, and the pain that used to haunt every step just disappeared.
And listen to this from Jessica in San Diego. She describes her nerve pain as feeling like she was being zapped. But a few weeks in, that zapping just stopped. Now she's back to gardening on the weekends, something she thought she'd lost for good.
Now you might be thinking, this sounds good, but what if it doesn't work for me? That's a fair question, especially if you've tried other things before. And that's where their pain-free pledge comes in.
It's simple, a full 60-day money-back guarantee that gives you 2 whole months to try it out. Basically, if your nerve pain hasn't gotten significantly better within those 60 days, you can get a full refund. No hoops to jump through, no questions asked. It's a completely risk-free way to see if it's the right fit for you.
And for anyone wondering about the cost, here's a look at the pricing options they have. As you can see, you get a better deal per bottle the more you buy, with the 6-bottle package offering the biggest savings.
All right, so let's tie this all together. What's the big takeaway here? What is NeuroGenica really all about?
It really comes down to these key benefits. First and foremost, easing that awful nerve pain and helping you get the feeling back in your hands and feet. But it's also about helping your nerves actually heal. And when you're not constantly fighting pain, you might just find you've got more energy and a sharper focus too. So if this sounds like something you want to look into, or if you're ready to give it a try, the only place to get it is through their official website. To make it easy for you, we've dropped the official link right down in the description below.
That's where you can claim your discounted NeuroGenica while they still have it in stock.
So it leaves you with a really powerful question to think about. What's the first thing you're going to enjoy in your new, pain-free life? Maybe it's gardening like Jessica, taking a walk like Maria, or just getting a solid night's sleep. Something to think about. Thanks so much for tuning in.